Warning, the stunts in this video were performed by professionals on a closed course. Please, for the safety of yourself and others, do not attempt any of the stunts you are about to see. Joey Bananas does not condone illegal or explicit behavior.
Enjoy the video.
Alright, so bagger, oil pan mod. Seen this from a buddy of mine, Bruce. So this is one I already have made up. You use 1/4 inch NTP, 1/4 inch NTT tap, and then this is like compression fitting. So it's a 1/2 inch by 1/4 inch compression fitting. You're gonna use, this is 3/8 inner diameter, 1/2 inch outer diameter. It's gonna go in there a little crooked, but supposedly this works good. So we're gonna give it a shot. We obviously, I don't have the pipe dope out, so pipe dope is gonna go on the end. We're gonna put this tap in here. We're gonna get this all tapped up, and then this is gonna be the oil pan mod. And then this, I always like to put the baffle back in. I'm gonna cut a channel so the baffle fits nice. 1/4 inch NTP tap. Put a little grease on the end because aluminum and steel aren't good friends. So you make them good friends with a little bit of grease. You can use whatever the hell you want, tapping compound. I use grease. So we're gonna, I know it's at an angle, but supposedly this works. So we're gonna give it the college boy try. This is the oil pan mod, real custom, right out of your plumber's section. I mean, what are you saying? Can we get it? So, oh yeah, we can, just like that. So this is on there. We're gonna test fit this now. It's kind of weird. I think we're gonna have to go all the way in because the threads don't really look thready. Excuse me, no.
I'm like the dental assistant.
So what I'm gonna do is I just wanted to see how that was gonna feel with 3 wraps. So we're gonna go 3 wraps.
Tighten it up, that makes sense.
And a little
We're gonna go 3. You already know the double John. This is what plumbers do. They believe in both.
I agree, that's what I do on the street.
So they put this on here and this, and then they lick a little of it.
Yeah,
They eat their sandwich right after they're done.
Yeah, they eat their sandwich.
Just
Now they say you don't want the copper to spin when you tighten it up. You want to hold the copper still and let that thing tighten into place.
Yeah, that's what I think was the problem when I was like tightening this. This spun. It's really nice. I think the second run of this is really nice. It's tight now. Feels good. We're gonna get an air hose. We're gonna put it in here. We're gonna hold our finger here, and we're gonna see if she leaks. I don't think it leaks. I think it's solid. What do you think? This is why safety first. Hold on. Yep, we're good. Windshield wipers work.
nothing.
All right, for the longest time, I used the Dremel, and then the Dremel has an extension piece with this type of hose. This is a Chicago pneumatic. You can buy this right online. It's a bit expensive if you want to buy the bit expensive tool, or you can go get yourself a Dremel. They come with all the bits. You can buy these, and then you can buy the actual whip. So this pretty much extends to the Dremel, so you can use electric powered or air. I use air now. But that was my first setup, just because it's pretty much close, roughly the same size. So you fire this thing up. Be careful, because they do get crazy. And then I just kind of start, find where the finish hole is. And then you come in here with this. And now you look. These pegs are kind of where it sits on the bottom of the oil pan. This one, no, looks like we already have to cut that one off. Sometimes on the back, on the dyno ones, you gotta cut those off. You just take this, hope. Don't forget your safety glasses. Mine are a little fogged up. And then, again, too, this doesn't have to be perfect. little bit farther. Whoa! Alright, back over here. Alright. So that should just drop it in now. Yep, there you go. So now you have your oil pickups coming out the bottom. It's all the way to the back side of the pan. And that's tonight's episode of How to Mod Your Oil Pan. Pretty much 99 to 17 oil pans are the same. You'll get into the newer years. This baffle's riveted in. You just unrivet it, pop it out, do the same thing. Not too sure about the newer ones, but I know from anywhere from, I want to say 99 to 2007, this will be your oil pan. Used a 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch NTP compression fitting with a 3/8 copper, which is a 3/8 inner diameter, 1/2 inch outer diameter. That's why the 1/2 inch compression fitting. And yeah, it's real simple. I obviously went a little bit above and beyond because I didn't like the whole way it was fitting in here. So I cut this back with a Dremel, with a little cutoff wheel with the Dremel. And then I used just like a sandpaper fucking wheel, and I sent it, you know, and it came out actually really good. I'm pretty impressed with it. And yeah, I think it's gonna work. We tested it with some water, obviously blue water all over my face. You guys will love that. A little Scotch brake pad, okay? Go around the edge of your oil pan, just in case there's any like high spots, there's any caca. I'm gonna blow it out one more time. Put this in the bike, which I have out of the bike, but I still do it. You know, lay on the ground, whatever you gotta do. You don't have to go crazy. But I just like to give it a little rub. That's that. This is what's really a pain when you're doing this, is because the bike has a little thing underneath there. It's like where you put your fucking jack or whatever, and that's tough. Sometimes people always say, "Oh, how'd you get the oil pan out?" Well, the jack spot actually bent up from people jacking it up on that, so you can bend it back down. This will come out of there and slide out. Little finagling, but it's doable. Some people take this out. I prefer you put it back in because it helps oil slush, and it's in there. It should be in there. Okay. So like I said, all set. We're gonna put that back on. Okay. We're gonna open up our oil pan gasket. Okay. We'll put some blue Loctite. And we don't need to put a ton. We just know a dab will do you. So just a little dab ski on the end of each one. Just a little line. We don't need to like overindulge in Loctite. This is a 3/16 Allen wrench. So we'll go get a 3/16 Allen wrench real quick. Let me get my zip. Okay. I'm gonna get this thing started here with 2 bolts, just to make sure our oil pan gasket is seated properly. And 2, I would recommend taking the dipstick out. It makes it a lot easier too, so you don't break it. Okay? Before you tighten the thing down, make sure you get a couple bolts in. Just, you know, lightly in there, snug. The reason I want you to get a couple in is because of those springs.
Yeah, there's quite a bit of tension in it.
Okay. And putting it in with a downward balance. I almost like to bring these in with this. These are 5/16 bolts. They're about 120 inch-pounds, anywhere from like 110 to 120 inch-pounds. I'm actually gonna pull out the torque wrench. I'm gonna go around and get them all close when they start feeling tight. Ding. I love the snap of this torque wrench.
I want to snap it.
It gets me snap. You want to snap it? Snap. Try it. Yeah, feel that snap. Oh my god, the snap is unreal.
Nice unit.
All right, so once you get them all pretty much done, now I go around the world just to make sure I got every one and they're all torqued. You know, I recommend doing it a few times because the gasket will set. Oops, yeah, I missed one.
We call this the merry-go-round.
Yeah, we go to the merry-go-round here.
Or the Joey go-round.
The Joey go-round. The banana go-round. however you want to go around it, just go around it and make sure you get them all. This is an Amazon special.
It's a good unit.
It's a really good torque wrench. Actually, the guy at work buys a ton of tools, my day job, and I have a problem with buying things from him. He buys things that he don't need, and I buy the things from him that he doesn't need, that I need. He's actually great, because this was probably 120. I think I got it for like 50. Appreciate you, Rob. Again, Joey Bananas. Like, follow, subscribe. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you next time.
Stay tuned.
Peace.